Hello, all our travel peeps. How are you? You're on with Infinity Fun and Travel. Nice to see you. And we're going to do our intro and then we'll be talking to you. Hello. Let's see. I don't know if we have anybody on, but we'll just keep talking. We don't know how to even tell if we have anybody on. Do you see anybody?
No, I don't see anyone.
If you're up there, give us
This is all new to me, so we'll see.
Give us a comment if you're there. And I don't see anyone yet. Well, they'll probably see this another time because this will also be recorded. So you're on with Ada and Susan, and we're with Infinity Fun and Travel. We handle cruising, all types. We handle European cruises, ocean cruises, river cruises. We have domestic with the United States that goes on the Mississippi, the Columbia, all over the United States. We've been on several cruises. So we have some video that we'll play and explain it to you. But we're a concierge travel agency, which means we are with you from the beginning until the end of your voyage. And if there's any assistance that you need, or of course, we do all the planning. But there are things that come up too, like we went to Cabo San Lucas, and what ship were we on, Susan? The Marinator?
Yes, Mariner. Yes.
Yeah, and we had an earthquake. We had emergency evacuation.
Yes.
For the that took a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And what else happened? There were 4 other things that happened. We had
there was a tornado in Mexico just before we got there.
Yeah, there was some that was very adventurous, but there are things that happen on the cruise that you need an agent for, and when everybody else is scrambling, all you would do is just call us and we will handle it. So that's one of the things our agency does. But we have clients that we work with all the time. We have quite a bit of software that, of course, we train you on the cruise line software, but we also have our software that has your itinerary, that keeps you up to date. We advise you on things like your phone and how to save money on international calls, international data that you're using on your plans. We tell you things about certain excursions, and we have all kind of little tips for you. But one of the things, we're going to show you a couple of videos here that we have to let you know or give you an idea of some of our cruising. Here is one that will just show you what it's like when you're on a cruise. So let's go with that. So is that beautiful or what?
That's one of the things people cruise for. Is so relaxing. Just watching that water is so calming.
I love that. That's what I love, just going out on your balcony. That's my
Mm-hmm.
favorite part of going on a cruise. And
Yes. And if you don't have a balcony, there's decks. There's places all over the ship that you can just sit and relax and watch that water.
the thing is about a ship is they have everyone spread out all over the ship. So you're never crowded.
No.
You have the pool, there's different pool areas. There's different solariums, or people will be in the spa, or people will be on the deck, or I've never been around too many times when it's crowded. Now,
No,
it was years ago, like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, you'd have to wait in line, but you really don't have to wait in line anymore.
no. And the dining has changed so that years ago when I first started cruising, everybody went, they had like a couple of times, but everybody was in this big main dining room. And now they have choices and they're spread out in
Right.
different little dining areas.
And if you don't want to go to dining and you want to go to another place to eat, the courteous thing to do is just tell your steward that you're not going to be there. And then
Mm-hmm.
you can go and eat anywhere, and it's always complimentary unless you're at a specialty restaurant. But there are many things to eat on a ship, and sometimes you're not hungry whenever it's supper time. You
Right.
know, so you just would mention it to your maitre d that you think you might not be there. But that's very enjoyable. But then there's also entertainment, and many times the entertainment is going to be right after your meal, and you don't want to go to your sit down meal, which takes a couple hours to do it. Even though
Yes.
it is nice. It is nice to go there and relax, though.
Right.
They have that, and like even in the morning, we were just on Virgin on the Scarlet Lady. We didn't really have to wait. We went upstairs and we sat on the deck on the aft of the ship, and
Yes.
we got taken care of immediately. And that food on Scarlet Lady was it was impressive.
Right.
It
That
was
was the
better than what
best.
I expected. Really,
Hmm.
they have a different way of doing it. They don't have assigned dining. They have where you get on board and you have to go and you have to get all your reservations, and then you go to the time that you're supposed to go to, and then you'll have like a specialty dining. And specialty dining is like a fancy restaurant.
Hmm.
They don't have dining rooms.
And if you didn't get to make reservations, you can also go there whenever you want. And all you have to do, they just wait and make sure all the people that had reservations are seated first.
You do
And
have to
then
wait
they
on
have,
that though. If you don't
yeah,
do your reservations, you do have like a 30 or 40 minute wait, I think. And I think that's the worst it could be.
yes, yeah,
But what makes it really special about this is if you're single and a solo traveler, you're never alone, because when you go, they're going to sit you with somebody that you would have something in common with. So you meet everybody.
yes.
You don't never get set all by yourself, and everybody's around you and you feel lonely. You don't do that on a cruise ship.
The,
Now we also handle resorts, all inclusive resorts, and they might start moving in that direction. But when you're on a cruise ship, it's a I mean, I want to say party, but it's not a party, but it's a social gathering.
that's right. It is a social. Uh, I mean, even with us, people sitting at the next table, the tables are close enough that you can interact with other people, and everyone is so friendly, and they're there to interact with other people.
Yeah, you're never alone on a cruise. If you're lonely, take a cruise, because you won't stay alone. I mean,
No,
even if you go on an excursion, you're going to be with people. You're going to meet friends. You're going to have things in common. You're going to also have time by yourself if you want to be by yourself.
right?
So,
Yes,
I mean, that's what I really enjoyed about it. If you like, sometimes I've just had enough and I just want to go to my room and I just want to sit down with a drink and relax. Like we went when we were on the Scarlet Lady, they have a swing. I got in that swing and she didn't know where I was. I'm like, I'm on the porch, or I say porch, I'm from the South, on the balcony. So
uh-huh.
it was nice. And we do specialize in cruising, but we're also handling all inclusives. And we just took on Premier Golf, which is a resort that takes you all around the world. And they focus on golf outings, the Ryder Cup, things like that. Now they have Spain, they have all places in Europe. They have Mexico, and then they have Arizona. And if you're a golfer, which we do advertise at golf clubs, we have the tee where we several tees where we advertise there. So we have a lot of people that are interested in golf. So that is one of the things. We're not certified in that yet, but we will be within the next couple of months. But we just Premier Golf and Infinity Fun and Travel just partnered this last week. So we have that kind of resort. We have also all inclusives that we have for Mexico. We have all around Europe. So if you're not a cruiser, we have all areas taken care of. And that is because we got so into cruising and we learned all the details and enjoyed that so much and got so many clients. We also had those clients talk to other clients that says that they really don't like to cruise. So now if you don't like to cruise, we have the all-inclusive resorts. And if you get sick on a cruise, we have even ways to help you with that now, because my husband couldn't even think about water. That's how sick he got. And I says, this is my career. You have to go with me. So I took him on the cruise, and I had a whole pack of pills and everything. And then I had a band that puts pressure on your wrist. And I had no faith in that whatsoever. I put that band on him, and we went on the ship. And this was on the Prima, which has glass sidewalks that go around it. I didn't think it was going to work, and I had the pills ready. He did not need the pills. He was out on the glass sidewalk pulling her husband out, trying to get him to go out. So you have that. Also, our husbands, they had scooters. They ran around the whole ship on scooters. The ship was large. So if you have trouble walking, we rent you scooters. You run all over the ship and no one even knows the difference. Everybody has, there's a lot of people that have scooters that are on ships anymore.
Yes.
Because they're so large, you just can't walk all over. Some people just can't walk all over. So we have a lot of answers for you. And that's why you hire us.
That's right.
And what can you tell us, Susan, about some of your experiences with all-inclusives?
Well, yeah, we've just started, added the all-inclusives, partnered with some resorts, and so that we can get the best and make sure it's where you need to go. We fit it to our clients. That's one of the things we do is personal. But, to me, or what I thought an all-inclusive was, okay, we don't have to bring our wallet. You just leave all of that in the hotel safe and you don't have to worry about the bill. But I find that travelers value more than just that bill. One of the things about resorts, all-inclusive resorts, is the proximity of having everything nearby and the predictability, knowing what to expect. It's kind of like a cruise ship. You're aware, what to expect, even though each ship is different. But for the most part, and there's flexibility. You get to try new foods and drinks without paying for something you don't like because it's all included. So it's not like you've gone to a special restaurant and paid a big bill and then, I don't like this. But and the familiarity of knowing exactly where to go. The resorts have entertainment, and they have adults only. They have family with things for children. So it's just opens up a whole nother world. If you, like Ada said, if you don't like to get on the water. And it's a gateway to foreign travel. It teaches you how to travel and exposes you to places you haven't been before. And they have the extras like the cruise ship, the spas and hair salon, golf. and even excursions into the area around about, that those can be added to the invoice. And it's just the luxury ones just offer a step into luxury. And there's even ones that they offer the butler service and exclusive access, transportation. So an all-inclusive is a good, it's a good experience. It's good for multi-generational, where the grandparents want to take the kids, the grandkids, and of course they want to do different things. And so the all-inclusive family caters to that. And they're just expanding all the time. There's like 10 new luxury resorts opening in Mexico this year. And there's even resorts in the United States if you don't want to leave the country. Club Med, do y'all remember Club Med? That was the original all-inclusive back in the day. And they're even going more and luxury with 5-star resorts. So what's old is new again.
Yes, and with people are starting to cruise more and more, and we're getting more and more ships. Each cruise line is adding 1 and 2 ships a year.
I just booked a cruise. Yeah, I just booked a cruise this past week for a ship that's not sailing until 2024. And my clients are going in February.
And yeah, they say when you cruise, you unpack once and you see the world.
That's right.
There are cruises that cruise for the entire year. Now there's segments, there's 4 different segments of it, and some people just go with 1 segment or 2 segments, but they cruise all year round. One ship, meaning one ship will go cruise for 3 months, stop at a certain stop, and then pick up other cruisers, and other cruisers will get off. And then there's some people that will cruise the entire year. So there's cruises out there for the weekend. There's cruises out there for 5 days, for 7 days, for 10 days. So you get to see the world. You unpack once. There's ocean cruises. There's also Mississippi River cruises, to where if you want to see the United States and you want to see some of the nostalgia places, New Orleans and that, you get to New Orleans, you stop at the port, you can go and stay at a hotel overnight, you come back and you get on your ship. So you get to experience New Orleans at night for 1 or 2 days. It depends on what the itinerary is. But we are saying that if you want to go and relax and you just want to get on a cruise ship, a paddle ship, you can do that for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And you can choose the itinerary. We what happens is we have a discovery call. You go to our website, you book a discovery call. And that is a Zoom call. We get on, we get to know you, you get to know us. We know what your likes are. We know what you really don't like. So we know how to fit you in. We know what your pleasure is, as far as what you like to do, your sports, your activities, and that. We get to know who you're traveling with and what their likes are. So we get to know what's going on. So we have the advice that we can give you to make you happy. And by the time you get finished with your cruise, we hope that you give us a raving review. That's what our objective is.
Yes.
So you will see the world, whether it is domestic, meaning the United States, international. One of our most popular right now is Alaska. Isn't that who you just booked, you were talking about?
Yeah, well, that's another one that I just booked, was Alaska. And that's for their anniversary. And, Alaska seems to be on a lot of people's bucket list.
Right. And Europe. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
You booked that.
I did.
So I have 2 clients that are going to be taking off very shortly for Alaska. Now, I never thought when I got into this business that Alaska would be that popular. I start talking about the Caribbean, they start talking about Alaska. I'm in Ohio. I thought these people would want to go to the Caribbean. They want to go to Alaska. And that is because of the beauty of Alaska.
Yes, that's what I hear. That's the main thing I get. The reason they want to go.
Right now, my favorite place is Cabo San Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
What was yours? What is yours so far?
Oh, I think so too. That was the most beautiful.
The Land's End, which for me, it's not going and buying anything. It's the beauty of the architecture.
Mm-hmm.
And Land's End is I don't even want you have to look it up. It's just beautiful. When we pulled up there, and it was a cloudy day. In fact, I might have a video here. Let me see if I can get that on about Cabo San Lucas. I think this is it. And I mean, that's probably not my best one that I have, but
There's rock formations that they're famous for that was so near our ship you didn't even have to take the excursion to see them. We took pictures that was that close.
and I don't know if anyone has ever been on a cruise before. Leave a comment if you have, because I'd really like to know, and what cruise and what ship. But there's entertainment on there, and I have a couple of videos that I'm going to post for you to give you. I thought on, and this one was on the Marinator, and it's Mariner, and it was Royal Caribbean. So let's show you what that one was like. I mean, that's
It
pretty
was
nice.
beautiful. Yes.
That was a really nice show. The next one I have was we went after supper. We ate in the dining room and we wanted to catch some shows. Now, we didn't have any trouble getting into these shows. We didn't plan on it. We walked by, it was available. We went in there, and that's what's nice on these ships. So take a look at this. That was pretty nice.
That was. We just stopped in that place and they had comfortable chairs. It was just a nice place.
It was relaxing. You just saw the chairs on there. You're just like you're in your living room as someone's performing for you.
Yes.
And I have this also. This is going to show you some of the glaciers. This probably isn't the best video, but this is some of the glaciers that are in Alaska. And let's see what you think about that. Can you imagine sitting on your balcony? And Alaska, in July, you have, and it's like certain times in Ohio, certain seasons, you get up in the morning, it's cold. You have a jacket on. And then as the day goes by, it'll warm up to where you take your jacket off, you dress in layers. It'll go up to 72 to 74 degrees. It'll rain maybe 30 minutes out of the day. So you have to have like a rain jacket. And there's different excursions that you can go on. And some of them are whale watching. So I mean, there are different things you can do. There are train rides. There's a train ride that goes for all afternoon. So there's different things that you can do. I mean, we're just scratching the surface here, but
Yes, and
it's very
also
enjoyable.
Glacier Bay. Um, there's only a few ships that can actually go into Glacier Bay, and so
They've
that's
restricted it to 5 now.
yes, and so that's something that we can help you with. We can find those ships if that's something you really want to do. Then we would know which ships to offer to you.
Also, with the excursions, and say you are um, you can't do a lot of walking in that. We can let you know whether you can use a scooter, whether it's tender. Tender means you have to get on a little boat to go to shore, or if there's a pier. So
Mm-hmm.
there's certain things that's why you have a travel agent, or that's
Right.
why with us, we're travel concierge. We are involved a lot more than a lot of agents are. So that's the whole idea of this. We can we can help extend your vacation so you can get more out of it. That's what we think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that's about everything. Do you
I
have anything else?
think so for today.
Now, if you leave in your comments what you want to see, our next thing is we're going to start talking about certain ships and certain resorts, and we'll get more information on from we have preferred partners, so they train us in getting all the information about their resorts, about their cruise ships, and all cruise lines are different. There is no cruise line
Mm-hmm.
out there that's the same. Now, like if you go on Virgin, there's 4 ships at this point. They're all very similar. You're not going to get a different feel from the ship. What you're going to get a different feel from is the destinations. So you're going to have excellent food on most of the cruise lines. I mean, I know with Norwegian, I liked they have a different way of the cafeteria now. Now you have like it was a dining area, but they had Mexican, and they had Italian, they had Chinese, and you would order from a little tablet, and they would find your table and they would bring it to you. So there's different. Every cruise line does it different,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they're only getting better with what they're doing
Yes, they are.
for the food halls and that. And as far as the pool area and that, there's pools all around the ship, but there's certain that are all adults because there's many adults that don't want to be around a child. We love our children, we love our grandkids,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes you need kidless zones.
Yes.
So they have that on the ship. So we can help you with all of it, with getting comfortable with what you want, and getting to know the ship and getting to know which ship you want, and whether you don't want any kids at all, because Viking and Virgin are kidless.
Yep.
Many people have
18
that.
and only 18 and up.
And most of our clients don't have kids. And that's not saying that we don't book them with kids. We love kids, but we know what ship to put the kids on. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Prima is the ship that kids would, I don't care what age they are. There's something to do on that with the
Yes.
go-karts and the slides. And I mean, that is one excellent, especially the the rooms where you go in and you have the headset on and you're able to do the video games. And I mean, we know what ship you want.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to us, you book the discovery call, we'll find out. And then what's good about it is our providers offer us promotions and offer codes that you can't get anywhere else. And the ones that you can get from them, we can add ours on top of that. Like
Yes.
with Virgin, when we are on a Virgin ship, we can give you all the offers and all the promotions, and we can also add $900 onto that, $950 onto that this last cruise. So if you had booked it with us while we were on the ship, and this was last month, we could have saved you $950. So that's why we get to know you. We get to know what you want. We get to know, like, you find out we're going on a Virgin, you automatically say, call me. And when you get on there, you book with me. And so we're able to give you all the offers that we have, all the, when I say offers, there's money off, there's amenities that we can get you on these cruise lines, which means we can get you free internet, we can get you free drink packages, we can get you, it depends on the cruise line, and it depends on what offers they send us. They send us different ones at different times.
Yes, it's always changing. So, call us anytime.
And we know when the rules can apply to it. Like, they will restrict it for us at certain times, like if the client paid it off in full. So there are different rules to different things that we know.
Mm-hmm.
And so you might end up hiring us. And then what we know is, we know that you have a certain ship that you want to go on and that you're going to go at a certain time of the year. We have little flags that flag us on whenever a promotion comes up. And then we go look at our clients and see what we can apply. So that's what we do for you. So, and we don't just do it on cruise ships and the all-inclusives. Like, if we can find it on airlines, if we can find it on hotels, if we can find it on your transfers, we know how to apply it. So most people will try to book between now and 11 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes we can get you a real good deal if you're willing to go to fill up a ship at the last moment. Most other times it's going to be 8 to 11 months. So book the discovery appointment, talk to us, either Susan or I, it doesn't matter which one you'd like. And Susan's located in Denton. I don't know why I said Denver.
Denton, Texas.
and which is near Dallas, and I am located in Cleveland, Ohio, but we do the world. We have the internet, we have a Zoom call, and sometimes you might just want to call us and you want to ask us some questions and you're not ready to book. Build a relationship with us. Get to know us. You have questions, you're curious, you're very welcome to call us.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we will see you. We're going to try to do this again next Tuesday. We're going to try to plan on what we're going to do. Probably let's try to do Virgin, the Scarlet Lady, which is an all adult. We'll try to find out all the information that we have, and I'll try to pull all my videos, which I did a lot. And I'm sure you did. And we're going to see what we can find that we can put on a good show for you then.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Nice talking to everybody.
Uh-huh.
See you later. Bye-bye. Oh, like and subscribe.
Yes. Don't forget that.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.